Now begins your greatest quest. From this early cradle of civilization on towards the stars. Tlatoani Montezuma. Keep your eagle warriors happy and fed, and they will forever fight for your cause. As your Aztec empire unfurls across the land, you will never want for people to raise your walls, for you will be blessed with new loyal workers as you conquer those around you. Go forth, Hutzl.
Spend builder charges to complete 20% of the original district cost. I haven't done that. I wonder how that works. Just finishing off the Greeks here. Probably won't need him. Strange. Alright, I got a builder. Oh yeah, let's see about this, they can do something with the district cost. I'm curious. Especially up here, that'd be useful. Oh, okay, I already took it. Forgot. That makes sense. So the war's over. So I can just focus on development. Does this place even have anything? Wheat, cotton? I mean, I guess it's another harbor. I just don't know if it's in a very good place. Iron. I guess I'll work on it. Harbors are always nice. Cold Fear, welcome to the stream. So I just defeated the Greeks, so that makes the Greeks and the Russians down. All that's left is the Egyptians, the Norwegians, and the Chinese. And I am now the only civilization on this quite large continent with just city-states, and most of them are my suzerain, or I'm the suzerain overlord of them. So things are going quite well. I'm liking it a lot. I was watching all of the videos for the past 2 or 3 months on YouTube about the leaders, and I thought, oh, they did a good job with the presentation, but I was afraid it might be a little too oversimplified and cartoony, but not at all. It's just as detailed in its strategic choices. It's just everything flows a little bit better. And I mean, when you really zoom in on things, and when you zoom in on the battles, and my original unit was the Eagle Warrior, and of course those looked cool, but then even my swordsmen, and I feel like even my knights have kind of a unique Aztec look to them. I mean, I could be wrong about that maybe all the knights have a cool looking panther face, but I don't know, it just seems like the swordsmen looked kind of like the Eagle Warriors. The musketmen just look like musketmen, but I mean, they got a feather in their hat. It could be all the units are a little bit more unique, but come over here and look at my capital. My capital is just beautiful. I've got the Hanging Gardens, I've got the Terracotta Army, I've got, I think this is the Great Library, and this is the Oracle, or one or the other, but just such a place. And then this is my university districts back to back. Yeah, I mean, of course, in this day and age when games go on sale after 6 months, and usually for $20-30, it's hard to justify, but I'd recommend it. I mean, I've been playing Civ 5 for 6 years. It was the first game that made me get on Steam. Yeah, well, the districts were a little bit confusing for me. You still there's stuff you can actually still just build inside of the city, like the monument and the granary and different trade. Whenever you do trade routes for a while, you get a trade post in the city. But you can still build mines outside of the city. You can build lumber mills outside of the city. And then this is a commercial district. This is an encampment. This is a campus. And then once you build those base districts, then you can build more more sub buildings within those. And then depending on where you place it, you get a certain advantage. Like these are really good because I put them next to the mountains. So I figured mountains would still be good, and I was right. So let me know if you have any other questions. But that's my take on it so far. I unfortunately didn't get a religion because I didn't understand that. I was racking up religion points and I thought, oh, when's my great prophet going to come? But you are actually competing with everybody else for the same people during each age. And I could have bought him if I had noticed that I kept getting outdone, because you had to get great prophet points from a certain district. I didn't have any of those, but oh well. I'm still kicking butt regardless of that. It was a little frustrating. And it looked like I was going to get the last one, and I was focused on a war, and I don't know what happened. Somebody else got him instead. So all I have is a pantheon, and most of my cities are now Buddhist from, I guess, who's Buddhist? Let me find out. Greece. Well, I guess I'll just co-opt their religion. Oh, you could have one city and expand the hell out of it for sure, but I wouldn't recommend it. It depends on your civ and what. Now everything's all about having a certain kind of government, and at first I had. I can unlock more things. At first I had a chieftain, and then I was an oligarchy, and then I was a classical republic, then I went merchant republic. And then each certain kind of government you have allows you to have so many of these cards, and you keep unlocking more of them. And then every once in a while when you research a policy, you can change which cards you want to use, and they all have certain bonuses. And then you have these legacy bonuses for however long you have a certain type of government that stay with you forever. So really, really cool. Has a much different feel than just having, say, a second tech tree for your policies. So I've been enjoying that. And I like card games, so it has more of a card game feel to it. Then, of course, you still have your regular old tech tree. But you have all these Eureka bonuses. So the more diverse things you do in the game, like building different types of buildings and fighting with different units, then you can basically get a half boost to doing researching either a technology or researching a civic. So I've been getting so many boosts. That's why at this point my score is 404 and the next closest person is 223. So pretty much got it in the bag. Just a question of whether I want to go science victory or try to conquer everybody else. And I apologize if I have kind of a lift sound. I'm wearing my Invisalign braces and I'm still getting used to them. So, I know I just said a mouthful. I'll get back to the game. Oh. And the AI seems a little bit better diplomatically. I'm only playing on Prince, but really early on, one caught me off guard and tried to attack me, the Russians. I ended up beating them back and taking their places over, but just the fact that they did that on Prince was interesting. There's a lot of differences, but still a lot of similarities, but overall, I don't even think I'll go back to 5. It's just so nice. But the reason I wouldn't build just one city is because it doesn't state that there's a science and culture penalty for having cities. So it seems like it's geared towards just spreading out, getting the strategic resources like people used to like to do before certain expansions came out in 5. So now you get to choose your own promotions, which is out of the tree, which is kind of nice. They would cheat if you turn it on more than Prince. They would get a tech advantage, but on Prince there's no cheating. Now they're still really dickish about trading with you once you're better than them. They just don't want to trade with you in any kind of fair way. I mean, I'm doing 2 2 for 1 deal just because I have so much and it's better than sitting on it. But I mean, at least they're still willing to talk to me at all. So check this out. I can build an armory inside of my encampment district over here. And then it just pops up over there. It makes that whole place have a better yield, better bonuses. I have great generals, great admirals. The great scientists are still really awesome. They don't give you a generic amount of technology. They give you a boost on a certain tech. It just depends. Each great scientist has his own unique thing that he can do. Same with the generals. If you expend them, they do a specific thing, depending on who they are. So my next target would probably be the Egyptians. Maybe the Chinese. I don't know, I'll take it easy for a while. Yeah, I mean, everything about it's awesome. Like, this is new, a siege tower. So when my units are adjacent to the siege tower, they just ignore the city walls and go right over it. So taking over cities seems to be... I took over Ephesus, Sparta, Corinth, and even, I think this was Greek too. All with basically just 4 or 5 musketmen, a battering ram, a siege tower, and a knight. Just because and quick. Taking over cities is quick if you catch them off guard. And you can put a siege tower and a musketman together, chain them together so that the siege tower itself can't be attacked. Escort, it's nice. Same with a great general. They're chained. Let's see here. Where is my great general? Well, somewhere, yeah, okay. So this stack right here is a battering ram, a great general, and a musketman, and only the musketmen can be attacked. I did just a default kind of generic map, but it seemed like everything, all the ships started in areas where they kind of would, because I started out in the jungle with coffee and tobacco, and the Chinese have jade. And so I think even this dynamic map kind of gave people the appropriate type of resources, which is neat. This is the first game I played, so I didn't see if it has a regular actual Earth map. I assume it would. No, you can't stack troops. So if you couldn't stack 2 musketmen, you can just stack a melee troop like a musketman with a defenseless troop like a siege tower and a great general. And you actually can lock them together so that they always move together. So let me ask you this, how'd you come across my stream? Did it actually just come up when you were searching Civ 6? Because I figured, you know, so many popular people, nobody would get to me that way. Next. Okay, nothing else to do really. Oh, and the roads auto-build now, where whenever you have a trade route going, and then whenever you progress an era, it just builds the roads for you. You really don't have to micromanage your gold anymore. You don't have to micromanage what resources to use. All that stuff's kind of really nice now. So maybe in a way that could be oversimplified, but you know, you can still say, oh, I want to have a certain focus. I haven't even bothered though, everything's been going so well. And I got gunpowder, I don't know, probably 300-400 years ago, so that put me at a big advantage. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, thanks for taking a look anyway. I mean, I just started streaming maybe 3 weeks ago. I'm still kind of on the fence of whether I'll do it for the long run, because, you know, it seems like it's taken a while to build up any kind of following, but I'm still just having fun playing the games that I play. I'm not going out of my way to have to do anything I wouldn't really be doing anyway, other than talking, and my wife kind of gets annoyed by that, but I don't do it all the time. So I'm supposed to have an Aztec ability here to Legend of the Five Suns, spend builder charges to complete 20% of the original district cost. I wonder if that's only while you're building a district, because I haven't seen that yet. I'll have to figure it out. The Aztecs have just been so good. Anytime they defeat, the Eagle Warriors defeat a military unit, it turns into a builder for you. And you know, builders only get 3 charges, so you're constantly needing them. So that, once I went into war the first time, and you know, I just all of a sudden was sprawling because I had so many builders and cities that I took. Yeah, it probably does take a few months, and I already have some other friends that do it, so it's kind of fun. Even if just a couple of my friends can see my stuff or show a buddy my archives at work. And now I'm following a Japanese guy every morning, so helping me out with my Japanese. So I'm getting the point of it. Especially when I started playing Crusader King and needed a lot of help, I started watching streaming. Yeah, I mean, I just used them because since they were the pre-release bonus, I figured, alright, take advantage of it, and people might want to see it. But yeah, they've been so good. I mean, you start out right away with those Eagle Warriors, nothing can touch them. I freaked out because there were barbarian horsemen and archers surrounding my city, maybe 10th turn, but the Eagle Warriors could just crush them. They're not... The barbarian horsemen and horse archers start out like right away, but they're not strong like they were in Civ 5. They just, you know, it's another model, but they're just barely stronger than barbarian brutes, really. It's cool, I like the way they did it. It just scared me at first. So, do I have any districts I'm building? I just wanted to try that. The builder doing that. Yeah, maybe go up and do the dock and see if that works. 8 turns. Because I want to get them to help with it if they have that ability. Because these areas are all really built out. I don't need them doing stuff. So 1 turn from humanism, 2 turns from military science. Not bad in 1390. Yeah, I mean, the barbarians, there were a lot of them early on, and they were strong. But you just remember that they shouldn't get horsemen until you get horsemen in Civ 5. But all of a sudden, early on, they were just, 10 turns in, I was getting surrounded by horsemen.
You must not lose faith in humanity. Humanity is like an ocean. If a few drops of the ocean are dirty, the ocean does not become dirty.
What a nice quote. I love having Boromir narrate everything. I mean, just so good. He did a fantastic job. Game's worth it just for that. So see, I just discovered a new Civic. At that point, I can change policies without a penalty, without having to pay gold for it. And then I got some new policies. Yeah, I think I'll go with engineers now instead of writers. And think I'll go with try and get more influence rather than having an extra envoy. Culture still seems good. And I guess I'll go with amenities because I'm not at war. I mean, I could possibly change my whole government, but none of these are available yet. Yeah. Looks good. So then my bonuses all change. Okay, so basically just gonna make sure that now I have a garrison in every city because I get a bonus for that from the policy. Oh, there's a civics tree. You can always look at your policies. So yeah, so 1 amenity if I have a garrison. I haven't looked into the details exactly of how amenities work. I just know that instead of just luxury resources to keep your citizens happy, and it's on a per city basis, they need to have so many amenities. I mean, it's really detailed, but you don't have to dig into it on the first playthrough necessarily, especially when you're already kicking everybody's butt. But, of course, I know a few times it's popped up over here and said that a certain city needs more housing or more amenities. So it kind of tells you if anything's out of whack. It's all very intuitive. And I know I could toggle the yield of all this stuff too, but generally it doesn't show it. I guess if I were to purchase some tiles, like this, then it would show the yield of everything. But other than generally, it doesn't show the yield when you're just. Oh, or if you're managing, yeah, you can specifically manage who's working what, just like you could before. But a normal city view, it doesn't show all that. It just tells you, hey, what should I produce? You know, you got your wonders and your various districts. And then on top of if you've already built an improvement on something with a builder, then if you build a district there, you take away that improvement. So it's always kind of a balance. Generally, it's better to have a district. It's different, but I like it. I like it a whole lot. So I haven't built an entertainment complex yet. But I don't know. I don't really need medieval walls, but I just kind of want to see what they look like. Alright, cool. And the trade routes are really nice too. It's one trade unit that does both land-based routes and sea routes. Once you have the ability to do the sea-based ones, then you can do it. Man, Brussels is I have so many trade routes going to Brussels. Probably just do another one. Then again, feeding this city might be smart too. I'll do that one. Wow, this place was down to 9 at one point. So I need to get a unit back in here to give them another amenity. Basically, I just need to spread my units back to garrison in each of my cities. Okay, so this is going from Texcoco. I kind of like that Brussels one. But whoa, they could get 6 food and 3 production. Probably go with that. So it's not like Civ 5 where you had to have a certain building in order before you could send food through trade routes, or a certain building before you could send production. Now the trade route between cities just does food and production, but it only goes to the city originating the trade route, which I think is how it was too. And when you do international trade, I think you just get stuff now, because it doesn't say, oh, they get this much too, unless it's just underlying and they don't say it anymore. But so it seems like international trade is good now too, because you're not just giving them a lot of science if you're, because after a while when I would get so far ahead on science, I wouldn't want to trade with anybody in Civ 5 because you'd be giving them so much science. But it seems like they improved that here. So this is, I might just go with the Brussels. They were my original city-state. Look how big they've gotten, so built up because of all the trade routes. They have trade routes going with me. I have multiple routes going with them, and it's really neat. Let me show you. You get so many envoys, and then for each one you have, once you have one, you get this benefit. Once you have 3, you get this benefit. Then 6, you would get this benefit. And then because I'm their suzerain, they also declare war on whoever I do. And if I pay a certain amount of gold, for 30 turns I can take control of all their military units. So city-states have really been overhauled nicely too. Much less annoying. And you know exactly what you're going to get from them at certain levels. And the way you get these envoys, you either do a quest for them, or you get one for every I get 2 envoys for every 150 influence, and I get 7 influence a turn. And government policies control the influence. So I just have taken a break to do some explaining since Cold Fury 86 was actually on the stream and seemed to be interested in some of the details, some of the differences. But now I'm going to get back to playing the game. Man, it's going to take forever to get to those places. I might just want to build units to garrison in those places and kind of keep some units on the border here close to my only remaining enemies. Well, technically I'm not enemies with anybody, but all 3 of them denounced me just because I'm too strong. They got scared of me and started denouncing me. Or because of my warmongering. So I'm just healing up my military.
However beautiful the strategy, you should occasionally look at the results.
They really like to quote Winston Churchill. He's got some funny quotes. And if you're in love with Boromir's voice, you can just
However beautiful the strategy, you should occasionally look at the results.
By the blood of my people! So awesome. Winter's coming. So it tells you here what you need to do in order to get a boost for half of it. I think I have 1 bank right now. I've never built any workshops yet. It's way past building crossbowmen, so I'll just do this one. Oh, okay, well, I was still talking to you and explaining a lot of stuff. You know, no big deal. Because it'd be helpful to anyone who watches the archive anyway, so. It was fine that I got a little bit preachy for a while. Building a library. See, then it appears in the campus district over here, which gets these bonuses from being adjacent to 2 mountains. Which I could see if I do managed citizens. I could see the yield, but I don't know why it's not showing that. Oh, maybe I'm not using that one? That'd be stupid. 4 signs. Alright, let's see. On with it. This place is just growing and growing and growing now. And you know, they did all those promo videos of when you build a wonder and it comes together. And I thought that was going to be kind of stupid, but I actually like it now. The time-lapse build. I'm just trying to get units garrisoned, but then I also want to kind of just build up a border defense over here so that if I wanted to quickly launch an attack on Egypt, I'd have some ready. I do have this little mini continent all to myself too, which would be a good jumping point to go after China. I don't know. See, I might just go for the science victory and get a lot of trade going. Just depends on how much they annoy me. Okay, so he's sitting on top of a district that was already built. Trying to build an industrial zone. Where was it? Ah, right here. Okay. So we'll see if my Aztec builders are able to do 20% of that, like it's stated, but I don't know how to do it. Just a city-state. There's not really any barbarians on this continent anymore. We've cleaned it up. And I'm going to live harmoniously with all these city-states because the trade routes are really advantageous, and so are the bonuses they give you. There's really no reason to ever go after them anymore. Unless maybe you're Genghis Khan, but I don't know if he's even in this one. Yeah, look at how cool those knights are. Really like them. Okay, so see here I'm getting some warnings about my cities. I need more amenities. So a good way to go about that would be to garrison one of these guys that's just sitting there. And also I need to upgrade those guys into musketmen. And this place needs more housing. So the way you get housing is just building certain... So, well, you can purchase tiles. Let's say if I built a hub or an encampment or a campus, that creates housing as well. And you need it for... Yeah, the detail on the units is spectacular, really. Not, I mean, yeah, maybe a little cartoony, but you know, I play World of Warcraft for a long time. I like the cartoony. A lot of games have gone that way anyway. Yeah, I will say I'm playing on. I have a really good system, so I'm doing. I didn't go into advanced settings, but I'll just show you. I did ultra performance and ultra memory. And I'm playing on 2560 across, so ultra wide. That and it looks nearly not quite as good in the stream as what I'm seeing, but you know, quite good. Yeah, it is kind of a mix between Civ 5 and Revolution, but still much less cartoony than Revolution. And you know, just nice, very nice models, and the variety in the models is really nice. And you know, everything changes. Now I'm in the industrial era and my builders are different. Add production to district. Okay, cool. So now that should be faster. And that's supposed to be an Aztec only ability. See, spend builder charge to complete 20% of the original district cost. And it takes a long time to make those districts. So yeah, the Fog of War. See, I've already been over to these places, and then when it's outside of a view of your unit, it scrolls back on you. The fog comes back, but you still know there's a resource there. You still know there's a camp there. And then a place that you haven't seen at all. Well, I've seen everywhere, so I don't know if I can show you that. Try to find one. Okay, look at this. This is a place I've never been. So then it's just a total blank canvas of a map with cool little, illustrations from ancient, well, not ancient, but the days of exploration when they used to put this kind of thing on maps. But yeah, they did a great job with that. That alone is a huge improvement. I mean, and I'm not just a fanboy. I stopped playing Civ 5 in favor of Crusader Kings 2 just because I like the depth and the feeling of continuity in that game a whole lot more, but I'm really impressed by Civ 6. Alright, so I'm still having issues with things needing amenities. So hopefully I can get garrisoned units to take care of that. And this place needs more housing. So let's see, right now it's at 14 turns to make that industrial zone. If I do this, down to 10. I wish I would have known. I somehow missed out on that being one of my powers. I thought all I had was the Eagle Warrior and that luxury resources give more amenities, and I knew that I got +1 combat strength for each different luxury resource, which is just amazing. I did not catch this one, and I wish I would have. Still right click to clear out that queue of warnings or notifications. So you can see which districts you've built with the check mark, and it's a different color. And then within those you can see what sub-districts or sub-buildings you can build under those. I might just build the military academy. Be nice. But I do have wonders I can build too. A hill adjacent to a mountain. Don't think I have anywhere good where I could do that. It's one diplomacy, diplomatic policy slot. Flat and adjacent to the city center. Tempted by some of those. Or I could do... I haven't done an entertainment complex yet. Let me see. See, if there's a exclamation mark, then it's warning you that it's not really a good place to do it because you're going to take out some existing improvement or rainforest or something like that. But then, you see none of these places have a plus on them, so I don't really have anywhere good to build that district, so I probably won't. How about an industrial zone? See, for example, see how it says +1? That's not a bad place to build that. Nowhere else. This place is +2. Even better. I'd take out a farm though. So, don't know if I want to do that. I'll probably just build a military academy. See, and then boom, it goes up in there. In my encampment district. And you can save up money and buy tiles, buy buildings, upgrade units, all that's the same. So now I have a musketman. Oh, let me show you here. I had one original. This was a swordsman that I promoted from from an Eagle Warrior. And I don't know if all my swordsmen would look like that, but look how cool they look. Very unique. But they're getting promoted. Now they just look like conquistadors. And the watermill goes in the city itself. If you're on a... See, there it is. It shows up. Everything shows up. Very clear to see. That's a granary. That's a watermill. Different trade posts. There's a monument. Well, I don't know if that one has walls. Yeah, the Eagle Warriors don't just look awesome. They start out quite a bit stronger than other things. And then whatever they kill, not for barbarians, but for other civs, it becomes a builder. And then when you promote them into something else, they still keep that ability, from what I've seen. If I can find some that were still Eagle Warriors. Well, let's go. I know I just promoted these guys all the way from Eagle Warriors. See, it doesn't say that anymore, that they have that ability. But I feel like it still happened. I'll get back to you on that if I feel like I've still captured a builder with one. Or killed a military unit of another civilization, then it turned into a builder for me. So they're trying to get cotton and gold for nothing. And they've denounced me. They don't have extras of anything. I'll give them cotton for 100 gold. See, they're trying to get... Why would I just give them something? I mean, yeah, she's flirted with me before, and it's a really good 3D model, but... screw her. They start out making fair trades, but just like Civ 5, once you're a warmonger and once your score is so high, nobody wants to deal with you anymore. They still come around asking you for stuff, but why would I give it to them? I mean, nobody's a threat to me anymore. She's on her own continent over there with China and with Norway.
Whatever is contrary to nature is contrary to reason. And whatsoever is contrary to reason is absurd.
Okay, so once again, I just got a new Civic, so I can change policies again. It's starting to get quite large, all these cards. You start out with only a few, but they tell you which ones are new. 100% science from campus is, ooh. I'm gonna do that instead of culture. Science engineer points. I'm not really doing many international trades, so looks good to me. Somewhere else is having problems still. So you see none of these, see this little semicircle? It's not filled in. It has an outline, but it's not filled in. That means I never got the Eureka boost on them. It tells you what you need to do down there. Declare war using a quasi belli, that's a new thing. If you don't have a quasi belli, then you get a huge warmonger penalty. But I guess when I declared on Greece, I thought I had one, but apparently not. I'll just do mercantilism. Alright, so this would take 9 more turns of production. This St. Petersburg, this was the capital of Russia. It doesn't have much production, so this is a great thing that these builders can do this. Now it's down to 6 turns. Ephesus needs more amenities. Okay. Well, it's about to get a library. Hopefully that helps. We'll just go with the watermill. I haven't built an amphitheater yet. That'd be fun. It goes in this entertainment district. Because I hadn't built any of those. That was a Greek city that I conquered. They were a little more culture focused. I was focused on building wonders and military. So basically production and science. Now you need niter. You need just one niter to be able to make gunpowder. Ooh, I need to get... You don't need fishing boats anymore. Builders go out and they'll make anything in the ocean too. Which is nice because fishing boats were a pain. They always took so long if you had a new city. See, I got these crabs, but I don't have these crabs. And it was just a builder that did that. Making another builder. Once again, they only get 3 uses, unless you have some modifier to make them better. So, just, you know, dominating in peace at the moment. Government. I guess I have a new government type. Yeah, monarchy, theocracy. Might be smart to switch to monarchy for increased housing. But I like the trade routes. And the longer I keep doing this, I'll stick with it for at least 13 more turns to keep getting a discount, for a permanent discount on gold purchases. Just hang out in my capital. It's a beautiful place. Sure. It's just that whenever I was trying to get them to move to garrison places, and then every time they needed interaction, it kept bouncing me around on them. St. Petersburg needs more housing. I'll build a shipyard, why not? And then it just goes on top of the harbor. So say I had built a harbor, I have to choose. I could build it there or there, and if I built it here, I would take away the crab. I'll build a watermill. And it just shows up right there, see, on the river. Okay, so I took my builder out here where I was working on these shipyards, and it doesn't seem like he can help with that. Even though it's a district, too bad. Because that little icon doesn't show up. Oh well, I'll just keep him out over here for another district, the land district. Well, maybe he could do it from here. No. So here's St. Petersburg. Not very impressive, but they had built the great, or no, I built the great lighthouse here after I took it over. And it's got a holy site, rice, tobacco. It's a good place. Silver. This is actually one of my cities.
And first Hephaestus makes a great and massive shield, and he forged on the shield 2 noble cities.
Ooh. Bombard. Looks like a primitive cannon. Well, this is really the heart of my empire right here. Neighborhoods, I'm not even sure what that is. Too bad I'm not getting Eurekas anymore, but my science and culture production are so fast, it really doesn't even matter that much. So Sparta wants more amenities. Oh, okay, well, building an amphitheater. I'll just have him sleep here for a while. Oh, I do have ships too, and a lot of great admirals. There's a caravel. Here's another caravel with a great admiral. And the great admirals have different abilities. This one can form a fleet, which I want to do sometime, but kind of waiting until I get the first iron ships. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. I need to grab a glass of water. Okay, you know what happened was I unplugged my old USB hub. Oh well, that sucked. I when I wheeled in here with my water, I just happened to jerk the whole thing out. I should have noticed because I have my own voice coming back through the headset usually, but I kind of had the headset turned down, so oh well. Thanks for saying something. Okay, well, I was making fun of the stupid Viking for not liking me as a warmonger when really I should be the first one in Valhalla. Ooh, this will be my 3rd or 4th grade admiral, but why not? Okay, sure, why not? I'm just gonna use him to give a better percentage on plundering sea trade rats. That was that particular great admiral's specialty. I'm not sure what else I was talking about when my mic got unplugged. Let me think. I was probably just making fun of the leaders that were mad at me for being a warmonger. And I think I was just explaining that I founded these cities not too long ago after I cleared out this island. It was just covered with barbarians. And then when you make a settler, it no longer stops your city from growing. Just when it finishes, it takes one population away from that city. And which is actually a good thing if your city's getting too big. So now I think that was everything I was talking about when I inadvertently unplugged my microphone. Oh, really? It's probably the Chinese. He doesn't like it when you're more wondrous than him. An encampment might be good. Ooh. That place has a +2 culture bonus, why not? Missionaries. So when you build one of those districts, you probably saw from the Civ videos, depending on what's next to it, it gets a certain bonus. So you want to build it. I think they're probably the same because this is actually this was a small map, and I think it's about the same as. Can you believe
Church
this is called
state,
small?
soul and body, God and man, are all one at Mont Saint Michel, and the business of all is to fight, each in his own way, or to stand guard for each other.
Well, that was really nice. Very pretty. Check it out, that right across from the Petra. And this was probably just my 4th or 5th city I made. And it's got 2 of the cool wonders going on. It could probably pull off the Forbidden City too. But I kind of feel like just getting it going with some other stuff too. Ooh, +3. This place is kind of crappy. Why not build it here? Ooh, I got another envoy. So, who do I want to impress? Ooh, the science one. I still need at 6. He would give me even more. I'm gonna go with him. We'll just hang out on these wonders for now. Well, thanks for hanging out for so long. Let me know if you have anything else that you're interested in that I haven't talked about. This is a holy site that it is a district, and it's quite built out. So this place needs more housing. These things need more amenities. And it says that to keep it productive, otherwise the people may rebel. So, have to work on that. Ooh, a shrine. Although, I don't have my own religion, so it's kind of stupid that I'm racking up all this religion. But you can use it. You can use it to buy great people earlier than you would. But see, I'm about to get him anyway. You could tell I have the lead on pretty much all these different great people, except for this great artist. It'd be nice to snipe him from China. I got all this faith that I'm not doing anything with. But I'm gonna get him anyway. I have so many admirals I could care less. Same with the generals, but I'll get him. So if you see, you're all this is the only great people that are around right now, and you're all competing over getting them. And it tells you, depending, and you have these great people points. It's not done by having specialists anymore. It's done by the buildings that you have in your districts. And you know, the later the era, then the more expensive they get to just outright buy them. I wish I would have done it with the first great prophets, but I only figured that out. I mean, I'm figuring things out myself as I go along. I watched the videos about the leaders, and I watched some of the videos about the great wonders, but I didn't want to get too much into the gameplay and the strategy. I just thought it'd be fun to figure it out myself. Just so you know, I mean, obviously you're into this. I also have a lot of archives of Crusader Kings 2. It's a paradox grand strategy game. Arguably better than Civilization. It's much more about your dynasty over time. And
let's get on our knees and pray. I don't know to whom. Is there a patron saint of ballistics yet?
I can't interrupt Boromir when he's talking. But anyway, as I was saying, I have Crusader Kings videos. I play a World of Warcraft card game called Hearthstone. I play old Sega Genesis games, old Nintendo games. And Don't Starve, kind of a comedy survival game. And I mean, I got probably a couple hundred games in my Steam library. So a lot of different things to stream. But this is taking the priority right now because I figured this is what I want to be playing, and this is what people would want to be seeing. So I do have the Eureka boost on rifling, so it's only going to take me 3 turns. Age of Empires and Total War. Yeah, I've got all the Total War games up to Rome Total War 2. My favorite one was Shogun 2. I played that a lot. But just not in a long time. And I never got into Age of Empires because I prefer turn-based. I don't really like RTS. Yeah, well, if you're curious, I have an archive video of it up. I kind of explained everything like I am now. Alright, so I've got a great merchant. So you can either recruit them or pass. You could keep saving your points for the next guy, but that seems stupid to me. You actually lose 48 points to do it, so I always take them.
A great merchant has come to our civilization. Each one has a unique talent, which will help our economy flourish.
Ooh. Wow. Boosted mercantilism all the way up.
In a market economy, however, the individual has some possibility of escaping from the power of the state.
6 more turns, I get another % bonus. I think I like being a merchant republic best. Probably wait until democracy and switch to that. Logistics. I think everything is good. Oh cool, you can just look at these. That's better because they were starting to fill up the whole screen. Very cool. It's so fluid. I mean I'm at 45 frames per second right now, but it doesn't even look bad. And I think I might have vertical sync on and I don't even need that. Might as well get some medieval walls. Just to make the place look grander. Okay, what can this merchant do? Ooh, okay. I need to be in a commercial hub. I'm gonna do that. Although, do I have one that doesn't have much going on in it? So I just don't know if a bank and a market. Hopefully it has room for that. Otherwise it's kind of a waste. Here we go. Yeah, that sucks because I think it already had those things. Oh well. Next time I'll look, I'll mouse over it and see it already has bank market. I'm still learning about how much can be held in a district. Because I probably could have put it in a different one, but still got the work slots. It's not a big deal. I guess I'll just build a builder to help with making districts go faster. Ooh, so colonialism and civil engineering already have Eureka boosts. So I got a trade post. So it seems like when you have a trade route going for the whole time, then you get a trade post. Just makes your city look bigger, I guess. Maybe increases the income of the trade route. My only great work is a tooth of the prophet. Ooh, and actually I need to get 2 more trade routes going. That's probably just these that are refreshing. Okay, cool. See, so I have a trade post. It increases this, or it's because of that. 3 and 10 is nice. 6 and 3. I think I'll keep 6 and 3 going. Three production, 10 gold. I have so much gold. I think I'll just go with 4 food and 3 production. Got a builder here. This place has very bad production. So we'll get an industrial zone going here. See, how's everybody else in the world doing? I suppose, but would it reciprocate? I mean, they've been such jerks to me. I kind of feel like saying no. And I'm going to. I mean, she's not currently denouncing me, but she's been a jerk most of the game. Why would I let her into my world-class city? Okay, making a fishing boat there. Another great person. Great scientist. Darwin. Natural wonder. I don't know if I built by any of this. I guess I'll take him. Sorry, I was reading a text. Yeah, just keep them building culture, because it's nice to get more policies. Okay, so wonder if there's any way to filter the map by natural wonders. Because for every natural wonder he's by, then I get 500 science. For each natural wonder tile here or adjacent. I think these are the cliffs of... Oh, okay, cool. These are the cliffs of Dover. See how it's white? So if I put him here, I think I'll get 500 times 6. Could you believe that? Or if I put him by the Dead Sea. Yeah. Okay, that's very cool. Let's get him on over there. And I'm only producing 150 a turn. So that's going to be a big boost. We'll see how it works. Where are you from, man? I'm outside of Washington, D.C., suburban Virginia.
Never criticize a rifleman until you've walked a mile in his shoes. That way, he'll be barefoot and you'll be out of range.
That's funny. But the cool thing is, there's a Twitch data center right in my town, so that's probably one of the reasons why my stream is so solid. Oh, Louisiana? I like New Orleans a lot. My wife grew up around New Orleans. Really good food. You can just walk around drinking. And I was in a second line in a wedding. It was a lot of fun. Everybody just joins in. Oh, what to do. Ephesus trade route seems great. Okay, so see, it's going to take me 51 turns to build this crap, but he's going to help. Now it's down to 40. So really, if you have a place with terrible production, just get, 3 builders to come over there, get a district going, boom, 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 use up the workers, and you'll have districts. Then it won't have terrible production anymore. So you're not so dependent on having to have a city next to the very best stuff anymore. You can kind of turn anything into good with builders. I wish I would have known that stuff in the early game, but I'll know it for my next game. Oh, but that's an Aztec exclusive bonus, so wouldn't work for other people. Hey, sanitation. Why not? Alright, so here he is. Darwin hanging out on the cliffs of Dover. So what it says is 500 for each natural wonder tile here or adjacent. Adjacent would be 6, so that should be 3,000 science. Well, how much does it take to do sanitation? It should take about 150. So 3, 6, 9. Okay, so it should more than crush that. Let's see if it really works.
No innovation in the past 200 years has done more to save lives and improve health than the sanitation revolution, triggered by the invention of the toilet.
Oh, we got toilets. Nice. In 1520. Okay, so crap though. It looks like it didn't do it like it should have. Because if I really got 3,000, then it would be rolling over into everything else. So maybe it can't go past the next tech. Oh well, it was still cool. If I'd known that though, I would have used it on, you know, something further down the tech tree. Something that, you know, is gonna take me more. But shit, it's only gonna take me 13 turns for future. My science is just killing. I'm gonna win science victory. I mean, I could go kill them and win it that way, but I'd really only have to take over. You know, it's probably like Civ 5 where you only have to take over their capitals if I wanted to get the quickest victory. But I'm enjoying it, so I'll just go for the science win. And I'll only go to war if they just deserve it. So build more workers, builders, and send them down there to help out. Oh, now I can build a sewer. That's cool. In the city itself. Takes a lot of production though. Just keep building amphitheaters. This is the heart of the old Greek lands. It's kind of coming along nicely now. Oh, I have guys just sitting here. Oh,
Colonialism. The enforced spread of the rule of reason. But who is going to spread it among the colonizers?
ooh, that'll be nice. 100% production towards Renaissance and industrial era naval units. Colonial taxes. Wow. Okay, that'll work. So I'm going to get 2 science, culture, faith, and gold from each of the cities that are Caesarian. Or that I'm Caesarian of. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them so far. I have the boost on civil engineering, so of course I always go for the ones I have the boost. Hey, let's get a sewer going. Yeah. Can't see it. Don't have the Ninja Turtles on my side. Well, another envoy. Get him in Stockholm. Plus 2 science in every campus district. Again. So science is at 169. And it only takes... I wish I could see... It only takes 1100 science for chemistry, and I'm doing 169 a turn. No, go away. Leave me alone. I'm not going to fall for your seduction. So you see that whenever it's their turn, their portrait goes down. That's kind of neat. The modern era. Just dominating the score. Oh, I'm leading culture victory, science, domination. Religion, though, I gotta watch out. If China ever gets too close to the religion victory, I'll have to go kill them. Other than that, I'm just gonna go for the science. So this is from the capital. Yeah, I really don't need gold. I have so much gold. So I shouldn't be swayed by the gold. Maybe the 6 food would be best. Needs more housing. That needs more housing. That needs more housing. Alright, well, what would make more housing? Let's do a builder. And then districts. Same here, let's do a builder. For a while I was never building them because I could just get them from conquering, but kind of need another wave of them now. Man, the Chinese are just sending out their sheiks everywhere. And I'm mostly Buddhist. Yeah, totally Buddhist. A little bit of Taoism. And then just over here we're pure. We're still just worshipping stone circles. Okay, so I get... Ooh, modern era. Ooh, urbanization got boosted.
Chemists do not usually stutter. It would be very awkward if they did, seeing that they have times to get out such words as methylethylamylophenolium.
Seeing that they have at times. What the hell does that mean? The grammar on that seems a little off. Ooh, I have modern roads now. Well, I can fix amenities by just putting a unit in these places. I need to remember to do that. Stockholm wants a trade route. He wants a great artist. He wants me to train an artillery. Oh, let's go with industrialization. Ooh, look at that. How nice it looks now in skyscrapers. Next to a monument. Very cool. All the different districts kind of changed a little bit too. Impressive. For some reason though, Brussels is still trading with the camel. I wonder if even my traders are still using donkeys. They haven't gotten with the times. Just gonna see the different skyscrapers, if they're all following the same pattern. Ooh, St. Petersburg looks a little bit bigger. It might just be based on the population. Yeah, it seems to be. Very cool. Okay, let's get an industrial zone going there.
Sjór þinn varnarlaus, vinnur minn.
Huh, really?
Árás væri auðveldaverk.
He used to like my navy. I guess I need to upgrade some units or build some more ships. Let's see about that. No one's ever built on this. This is still just a barbarian land. And you see these? These are little villages. And they're the equivalent to the old ruins. So I could still go get them and get some boosts if I want to have a little outing. Yeah, maybe I should send my musketmen down there. It'd be fun. And I think I have a ship over here. Oh, yeah. Okay, now I got a frigate. Now he can't be talking crap about me. I got a frigate. I just kind of forgot about my navy. But doesn't look like there's an upgrade for Caravel yet. Research lab. Ooh. Yeah, let's do that. Although it's gonna take so long. Maybe an amphitheater. Ooh. Oh, look, the builders have changed too again. Just having him work on that district. So now it'll only take 11 turns, and then this place will have a lot more production. The builders going. That way when we put down another district, we can just fly through it. Yeah, caravels can't upgrade. I'll just have them sleep there then. Leif Erikson. He's still useful. Man, what a magnificent city-state. Just left this all for them. And all three of these cities are just trade, trade, trade. Well, even nice. Of course, my favorite one now is up here, Stockholm. They're giving, well, no, that's Lisbon. Stockholm's giving me all kinds of signs. And if I ever wanted to take these levies, I could have a bunch of catapults and chariots in 1550. What a waste that would be. Yeah, Caravel's melee only, so. Norway has used spearmen to clear a barbarian outpost in 1555.
I think the human race made a big mistake at the beginning of the Industrial Revolution. We leaped for the mechanical things. People need the use of their hands to feel creative.
Ooh. Factories, that's gonna change things.
A common mistake that people make when trying to design something completely foolproof is to underestimate the ingenuity of complete fools.
Ooh, yeah. I definitely need to get that one going. Because I'm building all kinds of builders lately. I haven't even seen spies yet. Wow, 3 turns for steam power. Declare war using a CV. Do I even have any CBs to declare war with? What? Now she likes me? Oh yeah, yeah. So I do have a CB. Ooh, let's trade if you like me. Sheesh, I'm giving her 2 for 1s. She still doesn't want to do it. Okay, so look at this crap. I can get mercury and incense for cotton, coffee, silver, tobacco, horses, iron, and 100 gold. That shows you what it takes. I mean, that's a terrible deal. So I'm basically just done trading. Yeah, totally ungrateful. That should be cause for war right there. Like, you're not willing to do this stuff? I'll probably just wait till the era of much faster, more damaging ships and planes before, because these guys are just so far from me. It would, it would take me forever. I mean, I guess it wouldn't take me that long to get land units. I could easily take this thing from the Norwegians anyway. Have him hang out on the border. Choose a civic. Opera and ballet. Just because it's the fastest one. So now when I build workers faster and they get 2 extra charges. So I'm just going to start building them all over the place and building districts all over the place. Really make the most of the land I have. Because these places have farms and not very many districts. This place is starting to get unhappy, unfortunately. It needs more housing and more amenities. Hopefully the sewer helps. Okay, let's make a district. Just whittle away at it with builders. Steam power in 2 turns. In 1500. Haha. They just give me 20 faith. Look at all this faith. I should buy some great people. Yeah, I'm buying this great scientist. And also... I'll buy this great engineer. Alright, I'm gonna have some fun with barbarians. They'll probably even try to attack me. They're dumb. See how the horse runs away into the ocean. Surprised they survived. What did I have going? Maybe the Brussels one. St. Petersburg. Ah, Texco. Yeah, let's get that going. Oh, I got more trade route capacity. Let's get more builders going. We're just builders, builders, builders. Oh, I gotta. Oh, yeah. What does he do? Make a moment for 2 random technologies from the industrial or modern era. Reveals oil without the normal technology requirement. Awesome. So, after I'm done, Cold, go ahead and send me a friend request and follow if you want. I mean, you don't have to follow, but at least send me a friend request. Either or both, since you've hung out this long. Combustion. Economics. Awesome. So it's at 17. Oh, okay, thanks, man. Thanks for following. And down to 13. Can these other builders do it? No, they have to get up. And here's a great engineer. So he's going to get 480 towards a great wonder. So I wonder where I should build a great wonder. I'll figure it out. I'll just leave him in St. Petersburg for now, though. Might as well just finish one of these guys off. The combat animations are so much cooler now. So here's another builder just hanging out. So if you look down on the mini-map, all you see is light blue, light blue, light blue, light blue, light blue. And then the Norwegians just decided to be greedy and come over here for some coffee. That should be my CB to kick them off of here, but as long as they're not bothering me or insulting me, whatever. I wasn't going to build a city there anyway. See, they're suicidal. But it's fine with me. I definitely will have to fortify that guy. My coal-powered blast furnaces should soon allow me to produce finest grade steel. Nice.
It is arguable whether the human race have been gainers by the march of science beyond the steam engine.
See, that's an asinine quote from him. Of course we have been. But then again, I didn't live during World War II and have my cities bombed, so different perspective. 3 turns for economics. Wow. Coal. Oh, I already have it. So coal. And coal, where is it? Somewhere here. I didn't see an icon for it, but it's somewhere around there. I have 2 sources of it, and then there's a third. Within my territory. Oh, yeah, I should get over there and build a coal mine. And then once I do that scientist, we'll be able to find oil. Builders, builders, builders. Because they get 2 extra charges and they build faster. I'm just going to make my land extremely efficient with districts everywhere. And fix the housing crisis. So 12, 7. And still more builders. So he is the engineer. Let's just transfer him to my capital for now. And assume that I'll build another world wonder there. It's fun to mix in a little combat. Niter mine. I'll just fortify. Ooh, I might want to wait for Big Ben. See what other wonders are around. An economic policy slot. Wow, that's in the civics with those cards, you know. And when you kill scouts, it always looks like you get to steal their dog. It'd be fun to have some musketmen with a dog. Man, everywhere's having housing problems. Well, not everywhere, but... Okay, so what wonders can I build? Forbidden City. Yeah, let's do that. Must be adjacent to the city center, though. I don't know if I really want to give up a farm. Maybe. I can make it up with trade routes. Or this one. So this... Oh, a wild card policy slot. Yeah, that farm's not even that good. And then... Eiffel. Eiffel's gonna work on a Forbidden City. So now it's only gonna take 7 turns. Two more turns for that. much taken out the last of the world's barbarians. Although, of course, I'm sure there's still some hanging out in the various Arctic regions. Oh, I should go get that coal too. See, he's my dog now. Aw. Things are going well. Except I do want to figure... I got to take care of the housing and the amenities in some of my cities. But I think that'll be resolved shortly. Oh, that didn't kill him? I thought I... Oh, so he has multiple actions, wow.
The whole palace complex is built along a central axis, the axis of the world. Everything in the four directions suspend from this central point, represented by these palaces.
How about that? Forbidden City next to the Hanging Gardens and the Oracle and the Terracotta Army. Very beautiful. And now I get an extra policy of any kind. Maybe production on wonders? Or the amenities, because I am having problems with that. Hold on a second. My family's apparently going somewhere. I want to find out. Hey, where are you guys going? Hey man, good to meet you. I gotta call it for now. My family is going out to dinner and nobody even told me. Just because it's a place I don't really like, nobody bothered to even say anything. Yeah, amenity. Why not? Okay, I'm gonna call it for now. Thanks for watching.